Good morning and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Warranjoy, Woiwurrung traditional land for the iceHQ Aussie Classic. It's finals day here at iceHQ. I'm Carl Brewer and I'll be bringing you the grand finals and the consolation finals throughout the day. It's going to be a long one. It's the first one up today and it is a pro rookie consolation final between the Rock Lobsters in the red, otherwise known as the Yabbies, and the Southern Lights in the black and rainbow colours. The two teams have arrived here for a consolation final, so they didn't make the granny, but they are here to get some bonus hockey. We're looking forward indeed to seeing this one and how it pans out. Players to watch out for the Rock Lobsters, in particular Eric Taylor is a pretty good goal scorer. Emily Sobotka has been outstanding as well, and so too has Grace Taylor in defence been effective. They're a little bit short this morning. The Rock Lobsters are missing some of their highfalutin players, but regardless. The Southern Lights players to watch out for. Fiona Buell is here. It's great to see her here. Nicholas Clearwater is a good goal scorer. And we've also seen a lot from Scotty Bangay, who is certainly a high-level player in this competition. In the net for the Rock Lobsters is William Sue, and in the net for the Southern Lights, Tyler DeYoung. So we'll be watching out for how this one pans out. It should be quite an exciting little game. They have met throughout the tournament, and it was a pretty good contest. So we have 3 periods of stop time hockey, 2 periods of 12 minutes, and 1 period of 15 minutes for the third. We're about to get underway in the clash of the pro rookie, I should say, as the referee just waiting for Zoo to get on for the Yabbies, just ambling over and taking his time, but that's all good. Referee's just getting everything underway, and the puck is dropped underway, and the clock starts. It's down in the feet of Burgess, who chips it forward. Picked up now by the Lights, but they can't get good possession. Burgess now picks it up and chips it through. Tries to get it through the legs of the Lights defence. First touch there for DeYoung, as the Lights look now to clear it up and out of the zone. They can't quite get it past the feet there of Angus Dempsey, who was battling for it on the boards with some help, trying to chip it forward. But now the Lights managed to break it out. Looking up ice, they've got Buell on the move. Can't get it up to her. Bangay instead going through the middle, runs into a wall of red though, and it's picked up. Burgess now with a chance to get it through neutral zone, but it's swept away from her by Richard Aquila. And Buell now going in to put some forechecking pressure on Angus. Angus chips it up to Alex Griffith, who is now trying to put some forechecking pressure onto the Lights, who clear it cross ice. Always risky, very nearly picked off there by Sobotka, but now she manages to get through and get past the Lights forecheck. But Bangay doing a powerful load of work. I suspect he'll be featuring strongly in this game. Picking up now for the Griffins, for the Yabbies, is Collins. He's got 2 in front of him. Didn't see any options. He's looking for Griffith, but she'd already decided to have a bit of a lie down on the job. So he goes cross ice and gets away with it. This will be a common theme. And now the puck is caught behind the net. Little cheeky backhander there, attempted. Sobotka wouldn't go. Goaltender there for the Lights, getting a bit of a workout now. Griffith battling in the corner. She's got Taylor up high, who calls for it. Moves in, shoots, and just outside the net. Goaltender there, DeYoung making a great save. Some good pressure there by the Rock Lobsters early on in the game. Scotty Bangay showing promise and threat though for the Lights. He'll be the one that the Rock Lobsters will absolutely need to keep a close eye on. But Lights with a relatively short line tonight. They've just got 2 lines. The Rock Lobsters with an extra player or 2, which will count in the third when they start to get tired. Just waiting for the referee to get everyone's sticks in the right place. Face off there, won by the Lights. They try and play it up the boards. Moving quickly was Harry Wang, but he couldn't get past and take the puck with him. Burgess now with the puck behind the net. Can't quite do much with it. It gets up to Taylor. Taylor fires it into the slot. His daughter Grace Taylor now has to race over to it, but she's got some pressure. She's got Wang coming past her at a great rate of knots. He gets onto his forehand, winds and shoots, but he goes left hand wide of the net. Didn't get enough on it. Taylor had a good option there of cutting off his line. And now Taylor to Burgess. Gets up to a very strange pass there from Sam Eyre, who basically flung it back to the Lights. Not quite sure what he was thinking, but now a backhand attempted chip in by Ruflagidis, but it wouldn't go. Can't get past Grace Taylor, who's putting a lot of pressure on there. Wang now with the puck for the Lights. Pivots, turns, tries to put it into the slot. He's got players there, and one of them's loose. One of them's loose in high slot, but the Yabbies get away with it, and the puck is played up ice. They can't clear the zone, though. It's chipped in. Save made by Zoo. Taylor now with the puck, gets around the forecheck. looks up ice, trying to find some movement. Most of his players standing still, so he decides to go on his own. He's got plenty of room. No one really in front of him. Burgess was changing. She stayed on. Taylor gets in, chips the puck in, but it just goes harmlessly off the side of the net. He's gone coast to coast. So the Rock Lobsters will now need to cover for that defensive rush as he goes over to get a change. This is pro rookie. These are players with about 2 years of experience. So they're all still pretty new. They should know the rules by now. At least most of them. Maybe not the technical ones, but all the same. Puck in the attacking zone for the Rock Lobsters. They fire it on the net. It's not a bad shot. Just deflected off the shoulder there of DeYoung. Firing in now to pick it up is Collins. He flings it in. It goes wide. And now the Lights will look to break it out. They just managed to clear the zone. Angus not able to keep the puck in. But now it's in the hands of Lawless, who fires it after the whistle. And he's lucky he doesn't get a little bit of a holiday for unsportsmanlike there. Didn't mean it. He probably didn't hear the whistle. But notwithstanding, if the whistle blows, you are required to immediately cease playing, not take shots on the goalie. Anyway. The Lights players still a little bit lost on the face-off. They get themselves organised in the end. Face-off won by the Yabbies, chipping it through. Sobotka goes in to put some pressure on, but Buell now picks it up for the Lights. She's going over into the corner. She's got to beat Angus to get to the puck. Angus manages to just chip it out of the zone. They get it clear. Williams now pressured by Ayres. As they battle on the boards, Clearwater now picks it up and fires it in. He's got a cannon, Clearwater, but you can't get past Grace Taylor, who dumps it up ice. Sam Eyre now racing in to try and get there first if he can. Burgess floating in the high slot, totally unmarked, but doesn't get there. Grace Taylor now looks up ice, trying to find options. Eyre still a long way offside as he ambles back. Picked up now Burgess, who looks up, sees room. She chips it in, but it only gets as far as the Lights defence. Angus went for a poke check, couldn't get it. Going now to pick it up, Grace Taylor, who skirts across the front of the net. Leaves the puck loose high in the high slot for Clearwater to pick up. And it is beginner grade now. Grace Taylor looking to play it up the boards and get it away from Clearwater. She does. Alex Griffith was caught a little bit high there, but the puck does get through, and it's going to go down all the way possibly for... No icing called on that one. So the Lights now with the puck, they clear it straight up the middle, but as is often the case with those clearances straight up the middle, it's picked up there by Patterson for the Lobsters, but he did carry it over the line briefly, and as a result, the Rock Lobsters were caught offside. The rule is, if the puck comes out of the zone, every player has to leave the attacking zone before any player can go back in, and that includes carrying the puck over the zone while you do a little bit of fancy puck handling. So you've just got to be mindful of those blue lines. They are marked, they're painted, you can see them. We've got a little bit of an issue now, it looks like possibly with the goal net being off its moorings. Referee going back just to square it up a smidge. Just take a brief break. 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first period. Score still 0-0. No one yet to break the deadlock. Yabbies were on barge through the middle, but Bangay got through. Now it's picked up by Taylor. Taylor gets it on his forehand and shoots. Big juicy rebound, but it's cleared out by the Lights nicely. Racing back now to pick it up, Ben Collins, who has a lot of room in front of him. He's looking up ice. He can see Griffith on the blue line. She needs to be moving, not standing still. But in the end, they do attempt to chip it through, but it's going to go for icing. No, icing waved off. As now the Lights look to clear it out through Bangay, but he only gets as far as Taylor on the blue line, who winds and flicks it in. He was looking for a tip in there from Patterson. Couldn't quite get it in. Yabbies now just beaten to the punch as the Southern Lights come blasting up the way, and Lucan, who gets it onto his forehand, winds and shoots from a distance. But in the end, it's a nice, easy catch for Davis Sue. When you do throw them in high like that, there's an old saying about goaltenders, they have fast hands and slow feet. If you lob it high without any sort of a screen in front of the goalie's eyes, 99% of the time they're going to pluck it out of the sky and feel good about themselves. You want to shoot them low and hard and try and generate rebounds off the goalie's pads and have someone blasting in to try and pick up that rebound. We'll see what happens here from the face-off. The Rock Lobsters defence moving up quickly as Wang tries to get around McKnight, but can't quite manage it. Bangay now goes into the corner, fires across the front. It bounces off the post. Bangay has the puck again, tried to find Wang, but in the way it was McKnight. Cleared up now, and Sam Eyre has a little bit of room in front of him. He's got Bangay racing back to him and lifting his stick, putting a lot of pressure on. He liberates the puck. Lights try and clear it up from the forecheck. It ends up with Grace Taylor, who does a blind pass across to Angus Dempsey, a little bit lucky to get away with that one. There was forechecking pressure coming through by the lights, but they couldn't quite close it off. Those blind passes across through the defensive zone will eventually cost you. But they got away with it on this occasion. Interestingly enough, the lights setting them up with an interesting pattern there. Harry Wang was giving himself a lot of room, trying to maybe get a bit of a run up and get past the Gabby's defence. And he actually got an opportunity there, but he gone back to cover. As Grace Taylor now goes back to pick it up for the Rock Lobsters. She looks up ice for movement, goes across ice, gets away with it. All Wang needed to do there was put his stick on the ice and he would have had it. But, it is rookie league. You're going to see those sorts of plays made. There's a shot fired on the net from the slot. Didn't quite go. Sabotka had a good chance. Coming back the other way now, Wang with a lot of room. He's got Collins in front of him trying to own the space. Gets past him, shoots. Goes high, deflects off Zoo's glove and hits the netting. There's a nice big open 5-hole there. 5-hole is the gap between the goalie's legs. It was well and truly open, but he elected to go high glove side. And gloves are what goalies love. Just pass it to their hand. They feel like wicket keepers in cricket. They'll catch them all day if there's no one in front of them. Just getting ready for this face-off. 5 minutes to go in the first. Still 0-0. No one to break the deadlock or trouble the scorers in this instant. Puck up high. They're just a little bit late getting to it, but Taylor now battling for it. Pick Clearwater tries to fling it in, but it deflects off bodies. Burgess goes up for the Yabbies to try and put some forechecking pressure on. It's in Taylor's hands, who finds it up to Burgess. It just deflects off her stick. Now the puck has gone in deep, picked up by the lights, who look up ice for movement. Buell was calling for it, but it would have been a cross ice pass, would have been a bad choice. So good play there by the lights not to make that pass. Puck now deep in the corner for the Rock Lobsters as they try and put pressure on. Patterson battling for it hard with Clearwater. Clearwater fires the cannon, but it deflects off too many bodies. Now puck loose in the slot. Picked up again Patterson, who tried to do something, coming back now, and it will be out of the zone and reset by Collins. Collins chips it in, tried to find Burgess. They went through her feet, and it's picked up now instead by Zhu, who fans on the pass, goes cross ice, gets away with it. He was maybe looking for Buell, and he has iced it instead, and they will be brought back for a face-off in the defensive zone. If you're not familiar with the rule of icing, the rule is this: if you fire the puck from your half of the rink, so your side of the red line in the middle, crosses the goal line at the other end, without anyone touching it, and there's some nuance, but that's the gist of it, then it's brought back for a defensive zone face-off in your zone. The sting in the tail is you're not allowed to get a change in the attacking team is. So you're going to be tired, and the other team will be fresh, and that's really the big payback for it. So you don't want to get you don't want to be icing the puck too often. Clearwater now tried to find some support. He's going to go himself and take the puck off his own teammate as two of them race up to try and get to it. Now the Rock Lobsters come back the other way. They've got McKnight loose in the slot if they can get the puck to him. They can't. They're tangled up. Nice defensive work there by the lights. Clearwater trying to clear it out under his feet. Only gets it as far as Gus on the blue line, who dumps it back in again, beating the pressure. And now wrapping around the back, Evan Zhu tries to do something constructive. Gets it through the feet of the forecheck. Only as far as the corner. Now it's back in the hands of the Rock Lobsters. It's Sam Eyre there McKnight trying to fire it in. Goes just wide of the net. The Lights now looking to play it up ice, and they chip it nicely off the boards. A good safe option. A blind backhand attempt there by the Southern Lights, flicking it across, and wouldn't you know it, it gets picked up by the Rock Lobsters in Alex Griffith, but it is eventually cleared out by the Southern Lights. It's a very risky play, playing cross ice in your defensive zone, because the intercept is very expensive. McKnight now has the puck with a bit of room, fires it, but the save is made. Puck bobbling around high in the slot, no one there for the Rock Lobsters. Pinching in to try and pick it up, Dempsey. He fires it across, finds the stick of McKnight, who tries to get it in. Burgess is there looking for the tip in from the rebound, but no rebound on that occasion, and they will reset. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the first. As yet, still 0-all. Shots on the net, 6 to the Lights. 12 shots on the net so far as the scorer sees it to the Rock Lobsters. The way that works, if the scorer thinks this puck would have gone in the net, if the goalie hadn't touched it, then it is a shot. We're going to have a penalty. The referee's got his hand up for it. And it looks like it's either going to be on Taylor or Luke, and the two did collide. We'll see who it is in a moment. No, it's going to be on Scotty Bangay, who will be sitting too. That's probably the last player that the Lights want to be sitting in the penalty box. So he sits 2 minutes or less if a goal is scored by the Rock Lobsters in the meantime. then the penalty is wiped. But otherwise, the Rock Lobsters have a player advantage for 2 minutes with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the period. Can they turn it into a goal? We will have to see what happens. Quite often it gives focus to the defending team. Wang now almost manages to get past Taylor. Nice piece of play from him. Puck is fired in on the net. The clock will stop. This is stop time. Most of the players here are not used to playing stop time. What stop time is every time the referees whistle blow, the clock stops. The way it normally works here in our recreational league is the clock continues to tick all the time. So it's a different dynamic. It does change the way the game flows. It actually increases the amount of time that they play as there's less time as the clock isn't eaten up while they reset for face-offs and so forth. Grace Taylor now racing back to pick it up for the Lobsters. She's got time. She finds Taylor, who chips it across looking for Burgess. He just couldn't quite get enough of a stick on it to make it useful, and it goes around the back of the net now with the Southern Lights. Smart thing for them to do here to run the penalty down is just to dump the puck down the other end, but they don't need to if they can carry it. Wang now coming down the middle with speed. Gets past Taylor, who pinched high. Gets around other Taylor, pinched high. Doesn't get past Zhu, though, who got in front of it. So Lobsters all tangling up amongst themselves. Zhu with another chance. He's loose in the slot. But it is cleared out. Taylor gets it up high. Williams couldn't dump it in quite enough. He managed to keep it in the zone. Good pressure play there by the Lights. Alex Griffith now tried to get it past, but Rufaglatis has it for the Lights, who chips it wisely up to the side. Wang now with the puck, looks around, trying to do something constructive. He gets around Burgess. Nice little pivot, leaves the puck behind though. Now he moves again. Poke check nicely by Alex Griffith. He lost the puck there, trying to be a little bit too fancy. Puck now on the half boards as Griffith battles with it. 1 minute to go in the period and 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Collins goes cross ice, trying to find Patterson. Patterson goes in for it, but it's chipped up ice and out of the zone by the Lights. Lobsters fire it in hard. It was a speculator from Taylor, and it made the goalie make a save. Had to get down. It went 5-hole. It was not a bad option at this point. Burgess now with room in the slot if she can get to it, but she's beaten to the puck by Aquila, who fires the puck up. Taylor now with the puck. Just 30 seconds to go in the period as Wang comes down the middle, gets past Collins, gets onto his forehand, shoots, and scores. Short-handed goal to the Southern Lights. Harry Wang made that one. And the Southern Lights have the first goal. Scotty Bangay still sitting in the penalty box, borderline on as to whether or not it's a short-handed goal or not, but he was still sitting in the box. So effectively it was a short-handed goal. You can see that the consequences of a defensive player trying to challenge an attacking player up high, so above the face-off circles, that's when the attacking player has the advantage, and Wang took full bonus of that. Got a good shot away, and Zhu couldn't quite make the save. Sam Ayres plays it back to Taylor, gets it back again as a bit of a 1-2. Can't hold it though, and the puck is played up. Goes through Bueller. Clearwater flings it across through a wall of red, gets away with it. Ayre does something unusual and dumps it back into his defensive players again. They try and chip the puck up ice now, the Yabbies, and they do, but it only goes as far as Aquina, sorry. I'll get that right eventually. Clearwater flings it in from a distance just on the horn, but the bell rings, and at the end of the first, it's Southern Lights 1 from 9. Rock Lobsters yet to score from 14 shots on the net. Some play there that their coach, I'm sure, will have them thinking about. The Rock Lobsters, they certainly need to sort out that cross-eye stuff and just play a little bit safer. They're getting plenty of shots on the net, which is what they need. The Lights, by comparison, well, Scotty Bangay sat in the penalty box while Wang scored that goal. Wang with a great solo effort coming up the middle on the penalty kill. They did a pretty good job of keeping the puck away from the net. And what they have done a very good job of so far, the Lights, is a good job of making sure that all of the shots fired by the Rock Lobsters have been from bad angles. If you own the space in front of the goal, and make sure that no one gets there without a lot of pressure. Shots taken from a distance, most of the time goalie's going to save them. So you don't need to necessarily worry about them too much. Not that the goalie doesn't want to be complacent, but regardless. If you're in the space in front of the net, you're hard to score against, and that's something that the Southern Lights so far have done very well indeed. They have made some interesting choices with passes out of D, but you're going to get that in rookie leagues as the two teams reset, and their centre just a little bit lost. You're going the other way this period. Mr. McKnight, turn around and face the other way. There we go. We'll see how this one pans out. Scotty Bangay back on the ice for the Lights. Him and Wang are probably the two outstanding players in this game that we'll need to be very mindful of if you're wearing a red jersey, as their goaltender just makes his way back over to the net after making some equipment modifications. And they get themselves all set up and organised. And the puck is dropped underway. This time the face-off, not really won conclusively by anyone, but Bangay with a good job of blasting through the middle and just applying force. Aquila now passes it up, but doesn't get it past Sam Eyre, who looks up ice. Doesn't see any options, goes himself, tries to do a blind backhand to no one in particular and finds no one in particular. And now the pass is flung up towards Grace Taylor. Grace Taylor being challenged by Aquilina. Aquilina gets a shot on, but it goes wide. Behind the net now, Angus Dempsey, who tries to fling it up ice. Loses track of it briefly, but it's cleared up ice now and goes up to Sam Eyre, who chips it blindly again, and it's intercepted, this time by Bangay. Bangay looks up ice, saw no movement really for him to pass to, so he dumped it into the corner to go and get a change. One of the unique things about hockey is the speed of changes. Players typically stay on the ice for no more than about 45 to 60 seconds, which keeps the pace very high. So Alex Griffith there trying to kick the puck forward, but unfortunately for her, tripped over it. She gets a second chance, now goes and gets it. Looks up ice, she's got no movement. All her players standing still or changing. So she elects to dump the puck down in the corner. Picked up now Scotty Bango, who plays it up ice. He found some support. But now it's on Fiona Bueller, who tries to chip it past Grace Taylor, but can't get it past. Chipping away again. It ends up on Burgess's stick, who flings it back towards Bueller, not on her team today. Now it's picked up by Sobotka. Gets it onto a forehand. Just chips around. Tried to chip it over the shoulder there of DeYoung, but couldn't quite get it through. It was a good chance, Sobotka. Blasting down the other way. Bangay doesn't get past the poke check, though, of Taylor. Taylor comes in with a bit of room. He winds, shoots, high, left shoulder, goes wide. Burgess now for the Rock Lobsters, picks it up, flies it back into the slot, but it's picked up. Bangay was in the way, and he rims it round the back of the net, looking to put the puck up, trying to get it to Grandmange, but it wouldn't go. Taylor now going back, but it'll be picked up by Collins for the Rock Lobsters, who's looking up ice now for movement, sees his wingers up very high. Tommy Lawless circling around, starting to get some movement, but they are going to, no icing on that. The icing is cleared off. Looked like it might have been one. As the Rock Lobsters fling it around, it's loose in the slot. Couldn't quite get there, Alex Griffith. Lucan chips it up past Taylor. Taylor now has to do a tower work to get back and put some pressure on Stewart. Beats him into the corner though. Reverses again. Gets behind the net, gets past the pressure of the forecheck. Stuck on his backhand now with 2 to beat. Loses the puck in the process. Manages to pick it up and try and clear it up ice, but it gets past now. Alex Griffith now has room in front of her. She's got support. She's got Lawless sprinting down into the slot, unmarked if she can get to him, but the Southern Lights get there first. Just riding the puck there safely. Ju, who puts it into the corner now to try and break the puck out. Lights just lose handle on it, and it's picked up now by the Rock Lobsters looking to fire the puck into the slot. They've got loose players. Griffith on the back door, just sitting there unmarked. They couldn't get the puck to her though. As now it's just chipped in, and now Tommy Lawless flings it. It bounces high off a stick, harmlessly in the end. Lawless now loops around the back. He's got Patterson in the slot waiting for it as well. The Lobsters doing a good job of keeping the puck in the attacking zone. Lights yet to clear it out at the moment. Battling for it on the boards, Stewart, but he couldn't get the puck out. And it's flung in Lawless, who loses his balance. Puck's loose in the slot. No one wants it. Another chance now, fired, but body's in the way. It was Patterson who had a chance. Lawless goes in to try and chip it, but getting his hand on the puck first, DeYoung. And the puck is made safe for the Southern Lights by their goaltender. 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the second. 1 to the Lights from 9 shots on the net. 0 from 17 thus far by the Lobsters. Lobsters have most of the play, but they haven't been able to disturb the scorer where it counts. And that's scoring goals. Can they get one? It is a game of probability and statistics to an extent. The more shots you get on the net, the more likelihood there is that one will go in, all else being equal. But all else isn't equal. They also have to be good shots. Puck played out now and unable to keep the puck in. Taylor just a little bit slow getting to it. The Rock Lobsters all having to get out air, taking his time, but eventually they do reset. It's picked up though by Wang, who now has a lot of room. He's got Burgess chasing him, but she won't catch him. And Wang comes up through the middle, goes straight past Gus, who wasn't even looking. Wang gets a forehand, shoots. Lucky for the Lobsters. Zoo was there. You see there, Angus Dempsey was skating back and totally lost sight of where Wang was. Needs to work on his backwards skating there, does Mr. Dempsey. As the Southern Lights line up for an attacking zone face-off. And the Rock Lobsters get set up to defend. Can they get the puck out quickly and score a goal? They would dearly like to. Face off won by the Lights. It's on Wang Stick, who deeks around a little bit, tries to get a shot, but he's running out of room. Finally gets onto his forehand, fires it. But Zhu makes the save. It was from a wide angle. And Zhu there made that one a fairly routine save. 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second. Lights 1, Lobsters yet to score. As the players now get them set up for yet another face-off. Puck drop this time into the high slot, won by the Southern Lights. Not able to get a clean shot away. De Jong, though, had a good chance. Couldn't get it clearly. And now it's picked up by Taylor, who looks up. He's got Burgess if he can find her on the move. Has to circle around, being pressured well by Aquilina. Taylor just chips it up the board, trying to find Burgess now, who has a chance to go into the corner and get it. No icing the call as the puck goes around the back of the net. And it's picked up. Alex Griffith has the puck down at her feet, but she's being pressed tightly by the Southern Lights defence. Goes around back the other side. Burgess now with a chance to put it in the slot. She's got Sabotka there if she can get it. Goes into the slot, but doesn't manage to get it out. Taylor now flings it in, gets a tip from Aquilina, who luckily for the Lights, it went just a little bit wide. Burgess now loose in the slot, totally unmarked. She's got the cloak of invisibility on. Alex Griffith tried to fire it in. Just goes across the front, out of the reach of Griffith's stick. Sorry, of Burgess' stick. I should get that one right. It's just chipped up the ice now by the Lights, but kept in nicely. Taylor. Burgess now with a chance. She tries to get a shot away. Aquilina lifts the stick and gets it out of the way. De Jong now for the Lights, mishandling it a little bit. Finally gets the puck and clears around behind the net. Looks up ice, trying to find movement. He's got Buell on the boards if he can get it to her. It's picked off, though, by Alex Griffith, who now has Burgess loose in the slot again. Burgess tries to chip in a sneaky backhand. It won't go. Taylor now winds and shoots. It goes across the front of the net. Lights there in numbers. Lobsters fire it in again. It's stuck on the back of the net as Burgess picks it up. She's got Sabotka in the slot with a stick on the ice, but it's stolen by Scotty Bangay, and here he goes. Bangay gets past one. Doesn't get past the poke check, though, of Taylor. Retrieves it. Not quite as well as he would have liked. Taylor now picks up the puck, gets past Scotty Bangay, gets onto his forehand, but his stick is being held. Still on his backhand, forehand, backhand shot. Oh, how did that not go in? Bounced off the post. He's not sure. He thought it did. But Burgess now flings it in and bounces off the pads. Chance now for the Rock Lobsters. They're certainly pouring on the pressure. We've got numbers in tight. Air now looking to try and get the puck. He's high slot unmarked. Burgess floating around on Bangay and just a little bit of push and shove there. Ayres now loses it in his feet. It's dispossessed by Buell. Has to go into the corner and try and get it as they battle for the puck. It's behind the knot. That goes up high. No one wanted it. It's picked up. Taylor gets onto his forehand. Shoots through traffic. Shoots it high over the top of the net. Got to put it on the net if you want to score. Grace Taylor now flings it in, trying to find Burgess, who had a stick on the ice. They've been on the ice a long time now. It's been a long shift. Everyone will be pretty tired. Burgess now looking to the slot. She makes the pass. The shot is fired and they score. Daniel Patterson receives a tape-to-tape pass from Jane Burgess. He was loose in the slot and sustained pressure in the end. Squares us all up at 1 goal apiece. Lobsters 1, Lights 1. 1 from 19 shots. Lights 1 from 11 shots on the net so far. So that one had a certain aura of inevitability about it. Had been stuck under a lot of defensive pressure for a long time there, the Lights. And the Lobsters did a great job of just getting shots on the net, and eventually one went in. Face off there, won by the Lobsters, but they can't quite clear it. Ends up on Lawless's stick, though. He gets around the check, but leaves the puck behind. Angus Dempsey beaten there, and he has to go back and help out as racing back for the Lobsters was Collins. Angus now tries to chip it up with a stick, but it goes across through the front of the net harmlessly, fortunately for the Lobsters, as it's played up ice there nicely by McKnight. McKnight is beaten to the puck on the chip through. A wall of red, though. McKnight goes in to pick it up with Alex Griffith. It's dumped in behind the net. Just looking to see what the centre for the Rock Lobsters chooses to do. They're all staying very high, making for a low percentage pass. Lawless, though, battles for it with Drew. The puck goes all the way back into defence, and this time the Lobsters go for a long chip in. It's not going to be icing because getting the puck first there will be McKnight. They've called icing on that one. An interesting call. The referees decide reality, and we are merely but interested spectators. No, they've changed their minds, I think. Still not 100% sure of what happened on that call. It looked like the race. You can wipe off an icing by winning the race to it, and it looked to my eyes as though McKnight had gotten there first, but the referee decided that was not the case, and so it's not what really happened. Face off this time. Indeterminate, no one really won that one as the two Sentinels battle away for it. It'll be picked up around behind the back of the net and chipped up high by Collins. He's trying to find Griffith on the boards, on the post. Wang now is dispossessed by Lawless. Puck into the slot, just missed there briefly by Angus Dempsey. He goes into battle in the corner. Can't get it out, it goes into the slot. Wang has a dig away at it, but fortunately for the Lobsters, the goaltender, Davis Wu, doing a great job. He keeps it out. And with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the second, it's 1-1 in this consolation final for the Pro Rookie Division. I think we might need to check Scotty Bangay's birth certificate. I think he's been playing for more than 2 years. But regardless, here we go. And Taylor plays it cross ice, gets away with it. He was looking for airs and went through everyone's feet. And the Lights will get to it first. They choose the smart thing and don't play it across the ice. But Sobotka now battling for it. Picked up, though, by Wang, who runs into his own player. Looks up ice. Gets around Taylor. He's only got one to beat, and it's the other Taylor. Gets onto his forehand. Wines, shoots. Save made. Zoo, nice save. Comes back for a second dig if he can. He's got Clearwater with him. Clearwater shoves it into the corner behind the net as he battles with Taylor. Taylor, the father and daughter combination there. As Ayres looks up ice, he's got no one. The puck checked away from him. But it's stolen by Wang, who tucked it back into his own zone. But there was no one there. So he'll go in to play behind the net. He's got Burgess putting some forechecking pressure on him, just enough to make him have to think a little bit. But now they come back with Wang. He tried to take on Sobotka and gets around here. Gets onto his forehand, but forced wide. Turnstardus loses his footing. And in the end, tried to do too much all on his own. Taylor now with the puck. We're going to get a penalty on the Rock Lobsters. It looks like it's going to be on Alex Griffith for a hook on Wang. So she will sit too, and the Lobsters will go on to the penalty kill. With 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go, almost exactly the same scenario as in the first period, where a penalty was issued with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first as well. Alex Griffith will be sitting, but not till the end of the period. If the Lights score a goal, she's straight back out. Otherwise, with 37 seconds to go, she'll be back out on the ice. Puck is dropped underway, fired across nicely from the face-off. Bueller couldn't pick up the rebound. It's up to Williams, who hesitates, trying to work out what to do with it. Eventually decides to have a shot. Flings it in, but wide. Bangay now digs it past the defence. Trying to make a chip in there with a backhand. Not much on it, and it's cleared out of the ice. Lawless there, almost had it. And now it's played up ice with some speed, getting moving. Patterson with two in front of him, gets onto his forehand. Wines, shoots, it rebounds off a few feet. But luckily for the Lights, Tyler DeYoung was there and gobbled it up. No goal. We now have an attacking zone face-off. You'll see this is quite an interesting one for the Rock Lobsters. They've got to work out what to do. They want to maintain a defensive structure. Their defence doing an interesting job of pinching a long way in there. I'm concerned about what Ben Collins is doing. But anyway, he picks up the puck, beats Bueller, tries to get onto his forehand, and does. Bounces off the side of the net. He's going to go a wrap around, but the door was closed. Nice one there by DeYoung, who shut that one off. He has to race back quickly. Bueller now for the Lights has some space, but she backs off and just lets the puck go. Puck played up the middle. Everyone misses it. No one wants it. But it'll be picked up now by Evan Ju, who gets it on his stick. He's got Bangay with him as well, skating through the middle. Angus comes across. Dempsey came across to try and help out. It's up on the stick now of Bueller, who gets it back to Bangay. Bangay shoots, but it just went wide. 50 seconds to go now, and the Griffith penalty as she has to sit and take time to think about the crime she's committed. But the puck now comes up high, and it's played out of the zone. None of the Lights can touch it. Bueller's offside. So at this particular point in time, making an interesting choice there, though, was McKnight. Probably the best choice was to fling the puck all the way down. There is no icing on a penalty kill, and the referee just called an icing. But it's a penalty kill. So the referee's having a little bit of a discussion, because that's clearly an error and they know it. So they're going to bring it back to a face-off in the middle. They've acknowledged it and owned the error. Because on a penalty kill, there is no icing. You can fire the puck all the way down the other end with impunity and no consequence. 30 seconds to go on the Griffith penalty. Face-off there, won by the Lights, but chipped through by Burgess, who flung it in deep. And you'll see now most of the Rock Lobsters holding back in the penalty kill. Taylor went in deep, trying to put some pressure on them, perhaps unwisely. It's picked up now Riffiglitis, who gets past Burgess, but Taylor now gets it onto his backhand and skates around. He's got a bit of room, gets around the pressure. He's got one coming back to beat on his forehand. He shoots, and it just bounces off the post. Achingly close for Taylor. He's trying to do an awful lot in this game. Penalty over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Griffith is on the ice. Taylor makes his way back across. But playing the puck in deep now, Ruffigilis can't do much with it. Gets a forehand away in the end, but it gets to Burgess, who puts it into the corner. It's Grace Taylor now will go in and pick it up. Looks up ice, being pressed tightly though. Good work there by Ruffigilis. But ends up in the middle, and Taylor, who must be pretty tired by now, chips it up, tried to find Griffith. Griffith gets it onto her backhand, spins around, tries to put it into the slot. Sobotka was there, but couldn't quite make the connection. Goes back up. Taylor, one-timer, shoots. Save made by DeYoung in the dying seconds of the game. Just 1.7 seconds to go on this particular period. If the Rock Lobsters were keen at this point, they could pull their goaltender and stack the forward zone and put four wingers across the line, because the Lights won't have time to score. They could maybe create something out of it, but it's all over in the second. The end of the second period, it was a good one for the Lobsters. Scored a goal for the Lights. They did a pretty good job of maintaining pressure, and the shot clock has certainly evened up a bit. It's now 15 shots to the Lights, 12 shots to the Rock Lobsters. And we have one 15-minute period to go in this consolation final here at the iceHQ Aussie Classic for Pro Rookie Division between the Rock Lobsters and the Southern Lights. The players and coaches just having a bit of a chat. Southern Lights being coached by, oh golly, I should remember. That's terrible. Anyway, both teams having a good chat about what they need to do through this period. It is all tied up, so every goal counts. Not that every goal doesn't count, but this one, every goal particularly counts. And we'll be underway very shortly. The teams are allowed to call one timeout if they want. I doubt it very rarely happens in the lower grades. It happens a bit more in high grades of hockey, but certainly in rookie and rookie pro, you're less likely to see it. Generally because they don't seem to see much reason for it, but occasionally it can happen. But the Rock Lobsters would struggle to do it because they don't have a coach on the bench. They've just got a couple of people opening the gates. They're not managed this morning. Watch for the Lights to light it up with Wang if he can get moving and also get shots away. He's got a pretty slick set of hands and good speed. He does tend to hold the puck a long way and try and do it all himself. Just waiting for the goaltender for the Lights to get himself organised. It's his turn this time to take his time. Puck drop, we're underway. Face-off won there by the Lobsters. Emirs just dumps it up, tried to find Lawless. Lawless loses his footing over a stick. No trip called on that one. There's a bit of a stumble there. It's just dispossessed though by Clearwater. Clearwater behind the net. Looks to rim it wide, fires the cannon, but only as far as Angus Dempsey, who dumps it back in. Battling forward in the corner, though, for the Yabbies is Tommy Lawless. Tries to spin it around. Got the puck into the slot, but there's enough black jerseys there to prevent anything dangerous from happening. Ayres, though, floating around loose. He goes in to challenge Clearwater in the corner. Puck ends up high on the stick of Collins, who flings it in through traffic. But the save made once more by DeYoung. Both teams with different personnel from that which they had a couple of days ago when they last played. Sunday mornings perhaps being a good morning for a sleep in. Not for those of us here though. It's a beautiful day in Melbourne outside today. Mid-20s and nice and sunny. Puck played up high. Angus Dempsey just let it go sailing past him. It's racing off now to pick it up on the icing. Here's Collins. So the puck will be brought back for a defensive zone face-off for the Lights. The Rock Lobsters in this instance, they can get fresh legs on the ice. However, the Southern Lights cannot, so the Lobsters elect to make a D change with Taylor and Taylor. Face off won by the Lobsters back to the centre, who tries to fling it in, but feet got in the way. It clears the zone. Taylor with the puck down at her feet. She's looking for something to do with it while the players were resetting. Burgess was just caught offside. She goes in. It's picked up now on the stick of McKnight, who winds and shoots. Save made by DeYoung. Goes into the corner. Battling for it now. The puck played up ice. Taylor looking at it. A little bit of indecision. Eventually it ends up on the stick of Grace Taylor, who looks up ice trying to find someone. She clears the zone. She finds Eric Taylor, who goes on his own. Gets onto his forehand. Gets around one. Tries to just chip it under the feet there of the goaltender, but once more he thwarted. DeYoung has his measure, I think, through this game. No one back for the Lobsters except for Grace Taylor, as the D had committed right in and no one was covering. So the Southern Lights with a bit of an opportunity, but they just dawdle on that a little bit. They've lost the opportunity there. Calling for it desperately was Wang, but not able to get the pass away was Melissa Grandmangi. Now the puck goes into the corner and it will be chipped in by McKnight. And we're going to have an offside, I think, on the Rock Lobsters. Might have been Burgess there who was just caught offside. Wrong side of the blue line. Puck comes out. Everyone must come out before anyone can go back in. 13 minutes and 2 seconds to play in this third and final period. It's the last game for these two teams in this tournament. Face off one, Bangay putting the puck across for Bueller, who gets onto it, but she's beaten to it by Ayres, who just chips it through under his feet. Goes deep into the corner. Clearwater putting pressure on him. Now it's Sobodka for the Lobsters, but she's beaten by Scotty Bangay, who chips it up, trying to find Bueller in the end. Couldn't quite get to it. Spinning around and looking for players to be onside was Sam Eyre. Now the puck battle for Scotty Bangay, the beneficiary of a little bit of a tussle. And the puck flung deep into the corner by Bangay, who's racing in to put pressure on Collins. Collins looks up ice, goes cross ice, gets away with it. It's going to count technically as a shot though, so no icing on that one. He thinks that might have even gone in, but it's pretty difficult from that distance. It's picked up now Alex Griffith, who tried to chip it past Bangay. Bangay just dispossessed Sobodka in the right place. Sobodka now ends up with the puck on a forehand. She winds and shoots. Save made. DeYoung again. Under an enormous amount of pressure. DeYoung, puck loose in the slot. Chance there, Sobodka, but she couldn't get there. Bangay got there first. And just Dempsey lets it go past him. He looks to go cross ice. Unwisely gets away with it, but it's just past the outreach stick there of Jordan Williams. He battles when it gets it up to Bueller. Bueller chips it across, looking for a player in the middle in Stewart, but couldn't get through to it. Now Wang with speed and time. Sorry, not Wang, that's Zhu, who tries to get past everyone. Bueller with a nice poke check on Sobodka. Alex Griffith plays it out past the pressure. It's back to Buell, who can't hold it. It's now Collins, who looks up ice, trying to find an option. He had Sobodka racing back, but didn't realise he was going for a change. And now the puck is played across ice through the neutral zone. It's picked up by Bangay with a bit of room. He's got to get past Collins. Collins just working on his stick a little bit, manages to dispossess. Bueller gets a shot away. Bounces off the pads of Zhu. First shot for a while there for the Lights. As Taylor now rims it around, looking for Burgess on the point. Finds her on the half boards. Burgess looks up ice. She's got more room than she thinks. She's trying to make a pass. Eventually does, but is intercepted by Bueller. But gets a second one. Chips it through. It'll go to the goalie. Didn't have much on it, but it trickled through. Bangay now for the Lights. Looks up ice. Gets a pass across. Finds Bueller in the feet. She's got a bit of room. She tries to get past Griffith. Can't. Bangay picks it up. He gets onto his forehand and winds and shoots. But save made, but it's loose in the slot. Puck being just a little bit of mishandling there, but coming back the other way with room and space is Taylor. He's got to get around three. Leaves the puck behind though, unfortunately for him, but Griffith gets it instead. She fires it into the slot as they battle. Puck brought out though and ends up on Scotty Bangay's stick, who goes cross ice trying to find Williamson. Couldn't hold it. Now the puck goes in as the Rock Lobsters committing a lot of players. They've got the Lights have Lucan sitting high and unmarked if they can get the puck to him, and they do. But he just chips it through to no one in particular, and it'll be picked up now by Grace Taylor, who goes cross ice out of D and luckily gets away with that one. There's a lot of that going on as now Sam Ayres goes in to try and do something. He's dispossessed, but they keep the puck now. It'll be flung in by Patterson. Puts it across the front. Maybe Burgess could have got a stick on it, but wouldn't quite get to her. It's breaking out the other way now. Here come the Southern Lights. Rifagullis won into a wall of sticks. Sam Ayres just in time gets up to the blue line, but he's offside now. And the Lobsters caught offside. Taylor now with a little bit of room. He might not realise quite how much room and time and space he has. He goes cross ice to Grace. Grace looks up ice, goes cross ice again. Risky, but finds Sam Ayres. This time the Lights caught on a change. Ayres now tries to get on his forehand, is dispossessed. Puck ended up in the middle as the Rock Lobsters all running into each other. And how come that back the other way on Ju? And Ju fires, but it goes wide. Comes in, picks up his own rebound though. Smart play. Puck down in the feet. Taylor now picks it up for the Lobsters, who flings it up high. Finds Burgess, but it goes straight through her. Gets it while she was changing. And it's all the way back down the other end. And we have an infraction of some description. I think it's an icing. Yeah, they're being brought back for an icing, the Rock Lobsters. So they can't change. That's why the referees have a little bit of a discussion. I think it was an icing. Referees just discussing it again. It looked like an icing to me, but I'm not wearing a stripy jersey. I don't make the call. Referee indicating that a mistake has been made, so they go back to a centre ice face-off. Face-off won by the Lobsters. Ends up on the stick of McKnight, who tries to get past the check of Wang and can't. Goes back though and gets it again. Wang now just chips it through nicely, but only as far as Dempsey. Dempsey tries to chip it back the other way and does. He finds Lawless. Lawless gets past the pressure, but he's going to be beaten back to it. Still battling for it. Lawless wins the falling over competition as Gus Dempsey fires it in. Had Alex Griffith there waiting for the rebound, but there wasn't enough on it. The save made by De Young. 8 minutes and 37 seconds to play in this third and final period. The two teams tied up at 1 goal apiece. It's been a dire struggle indeed so far. Both teams only able to tickle the twine on one occasion. They'll all be pretty tired too. They've played quite a number of games over the last few days. Face off there in the end. Ended up on Airstick, who chipped it in, but it went wide. Comes up to Dempsey, who flings in a cheeky little backhand. Had a bit of sauce on it, that one. Ends up in the corner though as Air races over to try and pick it up. Gets it up to Taylor, who flings it in with a nice one-timer, but it went wide. Puck now loose in the corner. It'll be picked up by the Lights, so go to chip it up light. So lose it. Burgess now hoiks a backhand at the net. I think it went a little bit wide. She's got another chance now to pick it up if she can. Not too much pressure on her. She tried, in the end, just as she got to the puck, she was dispossessed. She's losing his footing there, Wang, but quickly back on his feet. Ends up now on Taylor's stick, who waits and hesitates. Wang just took it off her, but Grace Taylor benefited from the bounce. Wang there again got a stick onto it. Sabotka now looking to play it up ice, and they clear it out of the zone just. The Rock Lobsters caught offside briefly as Dempsey dumps it in deep. It might just go for icing, that one. The referee's indicating no, as it's now played out and around the back of the net by the Lights. But it's as far as Burgess on the wall. He's dispossessed by Scotty Bangay, who just stops behind the net, a little bit of hesitation, and then flies it up high. Finds Wang on the move. Wang with two in front of him. He's got to get past Grace Taylor. He's got Scotty Bangay blasting down the middle for the rebound as well. Nice work there, Scotty Bangay. Wang goes around. Bangay still circling around menacingly. Tried to get a one-timer away, but couldn't quite get onto it. Burgess now looks to clear the puck out of those zones. She's just a little bit slow with it, but gets it past Bangay in the end. Very close call there. Bangay now with room. Lights. The Lobsters have to make a quick change. They get fresh legs on the ice. Bangay still trying to put pressure on. He's got Wang with him, but then goes cross ice and it will be out of the zone. Lawless now for the Lobsters. Can't get hold of it, but it's chipped through instead by Patterson. Patterson gets around the defence, but is forced wide, and the Lights will clear it, but not quite out of the zone. Taylor keeps it in, but no, he doesn't. Now it ends up on the stick of Wang, but dispossessed briefly. Patterson now couldn't quite hold it. Lights now get it across to Wang with one more chance. Collins came out to try and put some pressure on him. He's trying to do an awful lot, Wang, but the puck ends up on the feet of Taylor. Taylor looks up ice, circles. He's going to get pressured a lot there by Wang. You don't want to muck around with the puck there, Sunshine. They clear the puck out of the zone, though. Lights all offside. Collins now with a bit of room. He might not realise how much space he has. He's got half a rink as he skates up now. Just chooses to pass the puck to a stationary player in Alex Griffith. Possibly could have gone through there himself and fired the puck away, but here come the Southern Lights on the counter-attack if they can clear the puck out. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Taylor gets it on his stick. Nice move. Shoots. Save made. Once more, De Young, who has been outstanding for the Lights. He has been well and truly lit up, but has been unable to be beaten on all but one occasion, which was just a really nice one-timer, which no goalie was going to save. He's been outstanding for the Lights as they reset and get themselves organised. Clearwater for the Lights taking the face-off against McKnight. Clearwater chips it through, but it goes high just past Air, who had a good chance on a one-timer if he could have got onto it, but Buell beat him to it. It's picked up now Clearwater, who tries to get past Burgess and just muscles through, but Grace Taylor has the puck, shoots, down low, looking for a tip. Deflected off a stick, but went the wrong way. Burgess now with it, she just dumps it into the corner, looking for air. He has to go and beat Clearwater to get it, and it's fired in hard but wide by McKnight. Burgess loose in the slot again with another chance. She's got the cloak of invisibility on, but the Lights will clear the puck out up the boards. Picked up Dempsey, who circles around. He tries to get it into the slot. No one quite where he needed it to as Air goes in to pick it up. Burgess now on the hands of... And the Lobster score in the end. It ended up on McKnight's stick with a beautiful pass from Air, who one-timed it straight into the net. And you'll see this one on the replay. Air goes up to pick it up in the corner. Nice shot in through traffic. Goalie screened there. Could not see the puck coming, and McKnight just had to fire it in. He had Burgess there for a rebound as well. A nice play there, McKnight. Good screen on the goaltender. It was a Lights player getting in front of the goaltender's eyes. It happens sometimes. It's just the way it is. And the Lobsters now 2 from 27. Lights 1 from 17. With 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go. We're into the Aussie Classic Final 5. Just about as Lawless tries to come through the middle against the Lights, but it's picked up Wang. Wang looks to get past Griffith and does, but had to dump the puck in to do it. Collins now being pressed. Bangay picks it up for the Lights, gets past Sabotka. Sabotka for her troubles, gets knocked over from behind by Wang. No penalty on that one. Puck fired in deep. Lawless wins the race to it. He's looking for Sabotka in the slot, and Sabotka couldn't quite get onto it, but it's picked up instead. Collins, who fans on it, has a second chance. Fires again. This time, Wang got in the way of it. Gets another chance. Just chips it across into the slot, trying to find Sabotka, who couldn't quite get enough. Taylor, with bodies in front of him, flings it in deep. Lawless now with a chance, goes round behind the net. He's got Sabotka free in the slot if he can get the puck to it, but Bangay sees the threat and shuts it down and knocks her down. Puck fired out all the way. Taylor will have to race back and get it. It's not too much pressure on him. Sue comes out to help out. Sometimes not always necessarily so helpful. Bangay putting pressure on Taylor, but it's played up ice. Collins now. Collins dumps it in looking for Lawless. Lawless has to extend to try and get to it as the Lights get there first. Bangay the other way with room. He comes back. He's got to get past Collins. It's now on the stick of Wang. Wang's got 3 in front of him. He can get past. He tries to get past Alex Griffith, but ran into her instead. Still just trying to do a little bit too much. But they keep the puck in through Lucan, but it's dumped out eventually by the Lobsters, who don't need to take any risks. However, the Southern Lights at some point may choose to pull their goalie and go 6-on-5. Here comes Wang. He's got plenty of room. He gets straight around Dempsey. Dempsey tries to wave a stick. He's got to get around 2 more, though. One was Grace Taylor, who forced him wide, and the other one was Zoo, who forced him wider again and forced him to miss the net. Sabotka now with a bit of room. She's going to race in and try and pick the puck up. It's deep in the corner. No icing because Sabotka gets there first. She's looking for Burgess in the slot if she can get to her. Burgess now picked up by Bangay, who saw the threat. Bangay fires it up deep looking for the stretch, but that's going to go for icing. Taylor now racing back to pick it up, but that's an icing call. And the puck will be brought back. 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in this third and final period. Watch for the Lights to pull the goaltender and go 6-on-5. It's a risky play. It's one of those damn the torpedoes things. You're just going to see what happens if you can stack 6 players on the ice and get yourself a numerical advantage and see if you can do it that way. Of course, if the other team gets away with the puck on their own, you usually give away a goal, but it's a risk worth taking towards the end of a game. You'll often see it played in the NHL and just about everywhere else as well. Playing up the ice now is Wang. He's got Bangay with him if he can get the pass across. He gets around 2. Doesn't get past Air, though, or at least not past Air's stick check. And we have an offside on Scotty Bangay, who was just in front. The stick work there by Air, just enough to slow Wang down. And it put Scotty Bangay offside. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go. The goaltender for the Lights still in the net. At this point, the Rock Lobsters are thinking we just want to keep control of it. The Southern Lights are thinking we've got to tickle the twine. Puck face off there, won by Clearwater, but blasting through the middle. Lawless playing a bit of soccer. He dumps the puck in deep with his feet. You are allowed to do that. You're not allowed to score a goal by kicking it, but you can do just about anything else. The puck passed through to Ruth Gladys, wouldn't quite get to her. Getting to it first, but not clearing the zone. Clearwater fires the cannon, it goes wide. Alex Griffith now looking up ice. She's got to get past Aquilana and does. She's dumped it all the way down deep, and that will go for icing. So the Rock Lobsters, Collins tries to get a change. He'll be brought back on. A lot of these players in the Recreation League here aren't used to the icing rule, having the enforced no change rule. We're a little bit more casual in the Recreation League here at iceHQ, and if you do ice the puck, you can change. But this is International Ice Hockey Federation rules, and you can't. Puck dropped, face off. Not really won there by anyone, probably Patterson being the beneficiary of it. The Rock Lobsters looking to clear it out of the zone if they can. Aquilina up on the blue line now, finally picked up by Griffith. Puck behind the net, it's chipped out casually and dumping it up high looking for Griffith, but she was on the wrong side of the defensive player and let the puck go. Finally, the Lobsters managed to get the puck out of the zone. Griffith with one in front of it, Clearwater racing back as well. Lawless trying to do something constructive with it, loses it in his feet. Still down there though. Clearwater though picks it up behind the net, looks up ice, sees the pressure of Patterson, has to reverse. Reverses again, it's behind the net. This time the Lights looking to do something else with it. Clearwater now looking up ice, trying to see what he can do. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in the game. Taylor flung it in. Picking it up now, Patterson, who tries to get a backhander across on the net. Lawless behind the net, looks up ice, sees nothing but black jerseys. Shot fired, bounces off the pads there by Patterson. Good sustained pressure again by this line of the Rock Lobsters, but the Lights managed to clear it out of the zone. Taylor now looks across ice, manages to just get past the forecheck there, Riff Gladys, who gets the puck across now to Lawless, who just a little bit casual with it. As he ends up with like 4 Rock Lobsters all sitting in each other's laps. And as a result, Scotty Bangay now with the last gasp. They've got 1 minute to go. Will they pull a goalie? He's dispossessed though, Bangay. Picked up Lawless. Lawless is trying to get the puck across to McKnight. McKnight couldn't quite get the shot away. Good stick lift there by the Lights defence in the last line of it. Sam Ayer now flings it across blindly to Dempsey and gets away with it. Dempsey chips it in though and puts the puck into the Southern Lights bench. 41 seconds to go. The Lights have not chosen to pull their goalie. They've stuck with 5-on-5 hockey at this point. That's what I'd be doing. Maybe they're not comfortable with the notion of doing it. We have a face-off just outside the defensive zone for the Rock Lobsters with that 1 goal lead. It's tenuous. Lights have stacked. They've got Bangay and Wang. Wang ends up with a puck. Tries to get past Air. Doesn't quite. And we have an offside. Referee very well placed this time. Right on the blue line. Absolutely did not miss that one at all. And I think it was Scotty Bangay who was just caught offside. 36.2 seconds to play in this third and final period. Wang is sitting back looking for a face-off win from Bangay and does straight to him. He tries to draw Air in and does, gets around him. Now he's got to get past Sabotka and does. It's on his backhand, transition still on his backhand, gets past Dempsey, but doesn't get past the last line of defence, and it was picked up there by Collins in the end. Collins tries to move up ice. He's got to clear the puck out of the zone and doesn't. Just a little bit too casual with it as Bangay took the puck off him. Can't afford to muck around in the defensive zone. Bangay had a chance, but they clear it out of the zone though. Finally, Collins gets it out, gets past Bueller. They haven't pulled the goalie. Collins fires, goes over the top and wide of the net. 2 seconds now to play. Burgess loose in the slot, waiting for something to happen. Final shot on the net they're taken, but it doesn't matter in the end. It is Rock Lobsters 2 from 28 shots on the net. Southern Lights 1 from 17. Goals to Taylor and McKnight for the Lobsters and to Wang for the Southern Lights. Great little tussle there. It was very close all the way through to the finish. So thank you very much for being with us for this Pro Rookie Consolation Final. At 11:55 a.m. we'll be bringing you the 35-plus consolation final between the Travelling Goons and once again the Southern Lights. We'll be with you at 11:55 a.m.